safety Jordan Poyer. Jordan, how are you? Happy New Year.
I'm doing good, John.
Thank you
How are
very
you?
much.
Thanks.
I'm
Happy
doing
New
well.
Year. Happy New Year.
How you doing? All right?
I'm doing excellent. It's the best time of year.
Practice go good? Everything's smooth?
Everything went good. Game plan is going smooth. Just taking it a day at a time, continuing to get better.
Can you feel it?
You definitely can. The energy around the facility, energy around the city. It's like I said, it's a fun time of year. We just want to continue to prepare and play our best football on Saturday.
When you walked in, it strikes me, we were just talking about your old team, the Cleveland Browns. I know a lot has changed since you left there a couple of years ago. Can you put any sense as to what's going on down there? They're talking about moving the general manager now as well as the coach.
Man, I don't know. It's. Obviously they got some things that they want to figure out, but that's at least of my worries now. I'm blessed to be here in Buffalo, so that time of my life is definitely past.
There's only 6 losses on the Bills, Mark, and that one bothers me a lot because I think the Bills are a better team than the Cleveland Browns.
I believe so too, but at the end of the day, we're at where we're at right now. A lot of things that we learned from that football game, and so like I said, just continue to get better and be ready for Saturday.
They made a point this week of changing the signage around the stadium in the players area from playoff caliber. It now says championship caliber. What do you think the difference is?
It's just urgency, sense of urgency. Championship caliber. This is the tournament right here, and so everybody's got a shot. Everybody's 0-0 right now. And so it comes down to who plays the best football on that given day. It doesn't matter who it is. Like I said, everybody's 0-0. So this is a tournament.
When you come to work in the morning, I remember what it's like. You walk into a playoff atmosphere. You're excited, and you can look around and just see the guys you've been in it with for 4 months, this team that, guys you know and love and respect, and you can see they feel it too. And it makes it all worth it, right? This week is so fun because of the culmination of all the effort and the actual guys that you actually get to do it with, right?
Yeah, and we joke about it all the time, telling each other, man, I've seen your face every day for the last six months, just joking about it, But this is, guys care for each other, guys love each other. That's what makes this exciting is, guys want to go out there and play for each other, play for the city, this organization. And so when you got a group of guys like we have, we continue to come to work every single day, getting better every single day, pushing each other every single day. It makes it all worthwhile.
Listening to Josh Allen after practice today talk about kind of what you were saying about the familiarity, the fact that it is a routine, you see the same guys every day, and yet Josh points out, and it's really true, this too, it can end like that. It can end this weekend in an instant, right? And you just got to be ready for that.
We don't want to think of it that way, but like you said, it can't in an instant. So we want to do our best to prepare each and every day so that we can continue to play and continue to move on. We're not satisfied with where we are. Yeah, it's a great feeling being here, but we want more. Like you said, the championship caliber. We want to win a Super Bowl, and so like I said, continue to prepare every day to play our best football on Saturday.
You saw Deshaun Watson and these Houston Texans last year, and he was nicked up. Then he had like a busted rib, and he was wasn't really himself. Although it was a really good game. What is there anything? I know you go back and look at it. But they've probably come as far as you guys have come in 12 months.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, a couple different running backs, but a little bit of the same personnel. He's got a lot of weapons on the side of football, especially if Fuller's able to play. Hopkins very strong at the catch point. Is able to take the top off, and like same with Fuller. And then they got some really strong running backs in Hyde, who's running really hard. And then Duke Johnson is able to get out of the backfield and run with the football in his hands. So and Watson doesn't get enough credit for his ability to be able to throw the ball on the run and find guys, when he's scrambling. So it's gonna be a huge task for our defense. But like I said, we're gonna continue to prepare and play our best football on Saturday.
Last season, week 6, I think it was, you lost by 7 points at Houston. You had an interception, 5 tackles. You probably have looked at some of that video, but the teams have changed. That game doesn't mean that much this year at this point.
We all came in and watched it yesterday, and obviously, our back end came in and watched it together yesterday, just kind of seeing, ways they were trying to attack us. We're going to see a lot of similarities, and definitely they're going to come out with some different wrinkles too. It is a playoff game, so we got to be able to expect everything.
And that's really what it's about too. It's not so much about X's and O's; it's about what they were thinking about you. It's like finding out their opinion about you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's easier to discern that from live action and game. You think, okay, they thought we did this, and they thought this about us, and they stayed away from this, and they tried to do this. That's kind of telling and really the revealing part of watching this film, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just finding ways, like I said, of how they tried to attack you, and they're going to see some of the plays that they were able to hit, and probably come back and maybe window dress it a little bit differently. But they're definitely going to see some of the plays they hit us on last year, and come back and try to run those plays. So a lot of things we got to be ready for, and then just us being able to execute.
With Bill safety Jordan Poyer for a couple more minutes, you mentioned Deshaun Watson, and I know people hold him in high regard. I do think he's kind of underrated as far as a kind of a point guard type of distributor, and people want to look at him and say he can run with it, but he's not. He can run with it, but he's a really good distributor of the football among a very talented cast here.
Yeah, he definitely is, and he's a lot. He's grown a lot more from this year to last year, or from last year to this year. Just his maturity and his ability to command the offense and make checks to the line of scrimmage. And so, like you said, I said earlier, he doesn't get a lot of credit for his ability to be able to make plays with his feet on the run, throwing the football. So being able to plaster, especially if we're in zones, being able to find a man and plaster when he's on the run, and then it comes down to being able to make plays on the football.
What do you think if you saw your defense and your whole team, I guess, defense and offense, how different are you this year, and what are the most glaring differences about the Bills than the team that they saw last year?
I think we're just a more mature team. We understand. Execution is a huge part of what we do, especially on the back end, being able to communicate and execute. And I think we're light years away from where we were last year. And just still being able to make in-game adjustments is a huge thing that we've been able to do all season long, is make in-game adjustments. And so we got. It's a lot of guys third year in the system, a lot of guys second year in the system, but we feel really comfortable of where we're at, where we're headed, and like I said, just continuing to get better and being able to execute and communicate.
That communication in the back of the defense was tested Sunday. With you guys just played a couple series, and the defense was missing guys. Tre'Davious didn't play, but the backups did okay. Guys are shifting over, playing different roles they never played before.
Yeah, it was awesome to see guys like Jaquan go in there and play. Guys like Taryn having to be had played nickel all season, had to go out there and play corner, and guys Isaiah coming in there and playing corner, which is awesome to see. Guys are out there competing, and that's the standard that Sean put in this group. It doesn't matter, next man up, go out there and compete, and I thought they did a heck of a job.
So 2 years ago, you guys squeak into the playoffs, and now you're back in a much different feel to this playoff run, and this has got to be something where the bar has been significantly raised for you guys. I mean, this is. You expected to be here. You played well enough all year to expect to be here. You've been locked in at the 5th seed since week 4 of the season, and you haven't moved. Just talk about how confident you guys can be headed into this playoff run. You've played with a lot of the teams that are in this tournament, and you got to feel really good about getting a second chance at them.
Yeah, I mean, and we've been in every situation throughout the season, so it's no different. I mean, you start from week 1 at the Jets, down 16-0, being able to come back and win 17-16 on the road, and then going to in Dallas, on a primetime game on Thanksgiving, and being able to come out with a victory, and then going to Pittsburgh, huge primetime games on the road. And so this is no different. We're going to continue to prepare like we have been all season, and go out there and play physical, fast, and execute on Saturday.
You talked about Deshaun Watson, how underrated he may be. You know what else I think might be underrated is the playing in that dome. It's very noisy, isn't it? It's kind of a distracting place to play.
It definitely is, but at the same time, it's going to be a heck of an atmosphere, and we know Bills Mafia is going to show out, and so it's going to be a fun atmosphere, and we can't let the crowd affect us, and in a sense, we got to take the crowd out of it early, and doing that, being able to limit their explosive plays and being able to tackle, and so it's going to be a fun atmosphere, and I'm extremely excited for the opportunity to go out there and play. But like I said, just continue to prepare each and every day so that we can come ready to play on Saturday.
That's what you're saying. I think it's going to be a really fun game. To be honest with you, I really do.
It's going to be another. It's going to be a typically one-score game.
Yeah, that's how you guys play.
That's the way it is.
Yeah,
so you're kind of ready for that, right?
That's how we like it.
Jordan, thanks for this. Good luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Luck.
Appreciate it, guys.